Hello, hello, beautiful person watching this. I am so happy that you're here. Welcome back to another Slay the Spire Ascension 20 Defect run. On this channel, I upload my recorded wins with some commentary and general discussion about this beautiful game that we play. Today I have a very cool Defect run here. Nothing particularly unusual, but just a very strong run. If you're interested in seeing the heart get completely destroyed, definitely recommend staying around for that, or skipping ahead perhaps to the end if you're not interested in the whole run. But of course, we'll be talking about all the decisions I made leading up to that point. We're against floor 1 Jawworm, of course, a menace to society. And I remember this, I had lethal here, just strike, zap was definitely lethal, doing 18, but I block instead, so it took 2 for no reason, whoops. Already making a mistake on floor 1, typical fashion there. And Glacier on floor 1, definitely happy to see that. An excellent block card, a premium block card in fact. Only gets better as the run goes on, and immediately blocks for 11, minimum, which is pretty crazy. So considering double strike, take 2, or strike once, but I think we're getting there either way. And Glacier dual cast seems good. And any damage is good to kill. And Chill is a great card, Boot Sequence is a fine card as well, but we need damage. We do have a shop coming up though. And so I do take the Chill in fact, hoping to find some damage resolution here. And we do find an Orrery, allowing us to see 5 card rewards, which is great. Gonna help us get ahead of the schedule here. So now that we have a Glacier and a Chill, already making us plenty of orbs, that Barrage looks pretty good. Unfortunately, Meteor Strike's there, but pretty much unplayable here. And Sunder looks really good at some very solid early damage. And if we happen to get a multi-enemy fight where there's a bunch of small dudes, then Sunder on it is basically killing it for free, which is great. Past me is taking his time here, but definitely taking that. Compile Driver is a great card as well. We have Frost Orbs already, so that's likely drawing us 2 cards and dealing 7 premium attack common. Charge Battery, some great early block. I've really come around on that Charge Battery card. It's defend plus basically, and gives us energy next turn, which is great. And take a Go for the Eyes as well. Considered another Charge Battery. But Go for the Eyes, a 0 cost attack that applies some Weaken. Weaken is not to be slept on for sure. And suddenly we are really strong. Orrery is quite a relic, especially if you find it this early where your deck is so bad. I decided to do 1 less damage to not draw cards. I could have accidentally hit Sunder, and I wanted to draw that. And take a Capacitor. We already have enough orbs to make use of that, and it will only get better as the run goes on. Capacitor can be a bit rough to take too early, but here we've gotten lucky with the Orrery. And I even considered taking the Super Elite, because I feel so strong, but I believe if I walk into exactly max health Gremlin Knob, I would die. And no need to risk that when we're already this strong. No, that would be crazy behavior. And with a Capacitor and all these Orb Generators, Chill and Glacier, I consider upgrading Barrage probably. I upgrade Sunder instead. Consistent damage. A little bit of a weird turn here. Can't play Zap and Glacier because it would wake it up. And I'm interested in waiting around until we find a Capacitor. So just get my Frost Orbs in play and pass, probably. Probably considered Chill, Zap, Barrage opener, but again, definitely not good to do so before playing Capacitor. And oof, bad hand there. Would have loved to draw the Sunder on that turn. So I just ripped the Sunder and take 16. Could have blocked for 10 more than that. But just considering the draw order was being a bit awkward there, I wanted to make sure I actually get there here. And if I don't play the Sunder, it could be a bit sus. Go for the Eyes is great. Weakens it for us. Only take 4. And once again, Sunder at the bottom, but I know I'm drawing it next turn, so I can just full block here and play a Sunder. Boom. Get a War Paint, check the card rewards first. Make sure we could perhaps find a skill that we want to upgrade. And Recycle is here a little bit early. I still take it though. And the upgrade hits it, rewarded for not just click, 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 click through the rewards. Make sure you truly appreciate what the relics do before clicking them, of course. Just full block here, have a Sunder coming up. Yet again, bottom decking Sunder. It's fine though. And I know I have lethal with a Barrage Strike, so just rip it. Strength Pot's pretty good. And so we've offered Creative AI from a hallway fight here. Pretty unlikely. Creative AI is a card that many may think is good, but it's actually horrible, generally speaking. 3 energy just to make your future turns scale more. But adding the fast cards is bad. Or the slow cards is bad, rather, generally speaking. If you really need scaling, you can take it, but the problem with that is that Defect can scale so well, generally speaking, anyway, that Creative AI is sort of redundant, and it's just like the worst way of doing so. But I still take it, because it beats Hexaghost, and it's fun. I wanted to make it work. And I have Recycle, very importantly. So if I can recycle the Creative AI, it actually gives me 3 energy, which is pretty good. And yeah, mainly I was like, okay, just because of these Hexaghosts, I can take it here and hope. Living on a prayer at this point. Raj is cooking. And there's a hologram here, really good with our recycle. We can recycle something, hologram it back, recycle something else. Very cool. And I remove. Getting a bit low here, but I'm feeling very strong, especially with our 2 potions that we have here. So Strength Pot against Gremlin Knob, of course. Really want to kill this guy by or on turn 3, so you don't take the 24 at least damage. I only play Charge Battery. Defend would block for 2, essentially, and then give it more strength, which we're not interested in doing. And yet again, Sunder at the very bottom here. Would have been lethal here. Ouch. So I ripped the colorless pot, hoping to find some draw here. Probably not necessary, because we're not taking too much with this Glacier in our hand. And defend blocks for 1. Here we know that we're getting out next turn, so we can just waste the, or give it the strength just to get out next turn. It's fine. And find an old coin for 300 gold. And I forgot to mention Frozen Egg, but of course upgrades our power, so it was a little bit salty finding that right after the Creative AI. I would have had it upgraded. But yes, Frozen Egg, an excellent relic on Defect. Loves powers. And this is a bit scary. We're getting hit by a fat gremlin, which is going to debuff us, our strength index. So we have to kill that, but the problem with doing that is there's a shield gremlin and the wizard gremlin charging up. So it's going to hit us for 30 soon. Got to make sure we can deal with that. And Chill is going to get rid of our lightning orb. Bit unfortunate. So I kill the shield gremlin, and then I will be drawing Sunder, hopefully, which will then kill the wizard. So Sunder coming in clutch there, thank goodness. If I had bottom decked it again, I may have just died. But of course, gotta give me a break at some point. Made it through, thank goodness. And Buffer Plus is here, getting upgraded from our Frozen Egg. Very, very nice. And I take a shop because we found a old coin for a lot of money, and did find the Capacitor Relic, giving us 3 orb slots at the start of each fight. Boy, is that insane. Basically, drawing and playing a Capacitor Plus for 0 energy every single fight. Boy, is that good. Possibly the strongest shop relic in the game, by some metric. It just feels so more likely to win when you find it. And there's like a Cultist Potion and a Bronze Scales here. A Liquid Bronze, rather. But feeling so strong against this Hexaghost here with our insanely powerful Act 1 deck and Creative AI in it, that I choose to save my gold for later. And what to upgrade? Hologram for later, possibly, or Barrage, possibly, just to do more damage. And this Barrage is actually huge, this run. Now that we have the Capacitor Relic, we are always having 6 orb slots minimum, and if we can fill them, then that barrage is going to be dealing 36 damage or perhaps 48 damage if we have the regular capacitor in play as well. Barrage pretty good there. And a bit of a weird turn. Would actually be better if dual cast was unupgraded here, because I would then recycle it so I could play capacitor and sunder in the same turn. A bit strange. I play the dual cast instead, so I make sure to keep my buffer charges. And I keep the sunder around. And I choose to play creative AI and lose a buffer charge here. Wanting to keep my orbs around so that my barrage does more damage. Accidentally drawing it there with the cool-headed is rather sad. So another cycle around without the barrage can be a bit spooky, but hopefully the creative eye will get us there. And we did get an echo form, so we do have go for the eyes to weaken it, and then some frost orbs. So we'll lose our other buffer charge here to put echo form in play, and now we should be fine in theory. Probably should have doubled something other than that. Loop, perhaps. Yet again, recycle doing nothing, so since recycle's going to look awkward for a little while, it's a bit tough to have the card we want to recycle in our hand. At the same time, we don't have much draw yet, but eventually the recycle will be very, very good. Just you wait. And we've taken the big hit, and it's still at 134 health, so gotta get it together here. Can echo form our echo form. That's very good. And machine learning is there, but barrage is in our hand as well. And now we're doubling the first 3 cards that we play, so very good. Should have played barrage first. I noticed that as well until my little mouse wiggle there. I reshuffled before playing the barrage, and I would like to get it back. But it's okay. Getting there here. Play heat sinks, doubled. Then I have a lot of burns, recycle 2 burns. And dual cast just in case. For good measure. And we've made it. Storm Glacier is lethal. Made it through the ghost there. And Echo Form Plus is here, Seek is here. Really good rewards for short. But Echo Form looks good. Upgraded Echo Form, not necessarily better than unupgraded. Sometimes, if it's a fight where you choose to not play it when you draw it, then perhaps you don't want to redraw it later. But it's fine. And I take a Runic Pyramid. We will no longer discard our hand at the end of each turn, so very strong. Helps us find the right card with Recycle to gain as much energy as possible and get rid of the bad cards. And in typical Act 2 fashion, taking 22 damage on turn 1. And on turn 2. Brutal. So, interested in just not taking as much damage as I can here. Only took 4 so far. And the left one is running away, sadly, so it's probably getting away. I do have a Barrage and a Hologram, so if I draw them both, it's actually going to kill, and it does. So yeah, Barrage coming in clutch here, getting us our gold back. Not getting mugged today. And Force Field is here, a card I really like, but perhaps pick less often than I should. And we have a lot of powers, so we'll block first very well. And sadly I have to lose 20 health there. Instead of getting a curse. Could have taken the curse, but not interested in that. And we have Library here. There's a Defrag Plus that I don't snap pick here. I would love another Recycle, would love a Heat Sinks Plus. We would like some fast cards here with our Runic Pyramid now, to be sure. More energy. But I do take the Defrag after all. And then we go to a shop and find another Defrag Plus. My god. And I take another Chill. Chill is a very fast card. It blocks for a lot, especially when you have Defrag. And it costs us 0 for our Runic Pyramid deck. And Go for the Eyes actually blocking. Huge. And so really, we would be in really good shape here if we hadn't found the Bloody Idol event that did 20 damage to us. We are looking very strong, but we are a bit low, and gotta make it through the elites here. So normally a fight here, the avocado that would normally deal at least some damage to us is getting completely destroyed. You love to see it. And of course, playing some cards, perhaps not to their best ability, just because I want to get them out of our hand so we can draw more cards. And a very interesting choice here, we do get a Storm Plus. Storm Plus starting in our opening hand every fight. Storm Plus sometimes has a drawback where if you don't want to make lightning orbs, if you want to keep all your frost orbs, then it could perhaps be bad, but we do need a little bit more damage and something to do with these powers. So I do in fact take it, and I respect Slavers so much I speed potion for 10 health. Not interested in dying today. Sadly, we did use our hologram, so we can't get our hologram back now. Or our barrage back. That's fine. Making lightning orbs with our storm. So a surprising amount of damage. Whiffing on the right slaver there, sadly. And we are weakened, so the Sunder is not going to kill even upgraded here. On the right one there. Ouch. Cycle is still in there. I should have saved Force Field for next turn. That's a mistake. I'm getting entangled here. I won't be able to place attacks. So it turns out we are so far ahead. We don't even care that we lost that block. But yeah, something to consider. If you're over blocking and you have a 0 cost, really good block card in your hand, perhaps save it for the next turn. So these slavers did a little bit of damage to us, but then they were no match for our deck. And Turbo is there. We're definitely interested in more energy with our Runic Pyramid to play all of our cards. And I rest just in case. Not interested in dying. And Vajra is here. We have so much focus and so much scaling already. We're not interested in just the one strength that Vajra gives us. So I key it. It would be good with Barrage, but unnecessary. It's already doing 1 billion damage. And I considered losing Creative AI. But it's going well with our Recycle. And it might be good. We are facing the Champ here, and could be good against the Champ, perhaps. It kills the Champ by itself, in fact. But the thing about that is we might not need it with this deck. Our deck is so strong. And pretty tough fight here, Chosen and Bird. But Runic Pyramid makes this fight much easier. You don't have to worry about your whole hand being dazes because you can just retain your hand instead. I took damage there. It's a bit strange. I didn't actually realize I did that. Had a buffer in my hand. I suppose I wanted to make sure it actually does the most amount of block. So I make a bunch of orbs. That way I can kill the cultist here. And now buffer will work. And I'm even only losing 1 buffer charge, so we're blocking for 10. Found a bias cog from Creative AI. And we got there. And Heatsinks Plus is here, my god. Considered, like, maybe this is too much draw with, Runic Pyramid already. But, boy, is it looking insane with Storm and Creative AI and all that. I think it turns out that our deck is so greedy, even outside of the Creative AI, that we are likely just going to be recycling the Creative AI most of the time. I play it here, though. I would have played Cool-Headed in hindsight over Creative AI there. Would have blocked for more, and I would have drawn Glacier, it looks like. So, would have been good. This is looking a bit scary here, to be sure. We want to find our Recycle really badly. Recycle is actually carrying us right now. Whenever we draw it, we just have such a big turn. Let's buffer. Another defrag. And I'm blocking for 21, up to 38 is doing 42, so I play a charge battery. Could also play another cool-headed, but charge battery gives us one more energy next turn. And then we can just barrage. Goodbye. Took some damage there, but we made it through. All that matters. And not happy with these rewards. Skim is usually good, but our deck is so greedy already. I pass. No thanks. There'll be a time for Skim, but not quite yet. And Snake Plant's a bit scary. Gotta find our scaling. Go for the eyes. I use Skill Pot. A lot of respect for the Snake Plant. I get to consume, so our Frost Orbs block for a bit more. That's nice. And I can go Hologram Glacier, it seems. And that's a lot of block. I don't. Did I play Glacier? No, I played 2 chills, never mind. Foolish. Once again, on the back of Recycle here. Every time we recycle this Creative AI, the synergy, it was actually better that I didn't upgrade Creative AI because it would have given us 1 less energy from Recycle. Everything happens for a reason, gang. And made it through no damage. Pretty good. Compile Driver is an option. I probably consider skipping it for the same reason I skipped Skim, but this is a bit different. It does damage. And last event, really just hoping to make it to champ, and we found the Bandit Gang, which is pretty scary. But I drew Sundered on turn 1, and we have Bag of Marbles. Giving us vulnerable. Very nice. So this is what our turn 1s can look like. Defrag in play. Force field cooking. Very nice. So this fight went really well. Wow. 0 damage to this fight is pretty good. I'm get a red mask, of course. Now enemies will get weakened on turn 1. Basically Bag of Marbles, but for weaken instead of vulnerable. Pretty good. And considering what to pick here, our deck is so greedy already. Do we need 3rd defrag? I take buffer instead. As long as we don't die, we'll win. No need to take another defrag. So some very strong cards going into this deck. And I'm thinking, can I get away with upgrading? And yeah, I think there's no way this champ is going to kill me. So I upgrade the hologram so we can continue hitting our recycle back over and over to keep playing it. And I even play Storm. No respect. Don't need to save our Frost Orbs. Simply kill him. We still have a buffer charge, so I can just choose to do whatever I want here. Probably not blocking for 27. I'm just playing defense to get them out of my hands, knowing they're not going to do anything. There's Echo Form on the off turn. Very nice. I do the recycle on Sundra this time. Still considering that I might want to play Creative AI. And now that I have Echo Form in play, I'm like, do I save the capacitor for next turn? Or do I just rip it? Saving recycle for next turn. May want to double the recycle. And still not hitting us. Very kind. Very sweet of him. 2 defrags at the bottom. And we can double both of them if we feel like it. Considering Turbo Glacier. Do that next turn, if I so choose. Double a defrag again. And so it's already almost splitting. Just from getting set up, basically. It is splitting, actually. So I could have played Barrage there instead of Defend. But now we're going to be able to double it with Echo Form. For a cool 120. And get it back with Hologram. Pretty good turn, I have to say. And Biased Cognition Plus is here, but you know what's even better in this deck is a Seek to be able to smooth out our deck. So, it was very tough to bring myself to skip the Biased Cog Plus. But I did it, and it worked out. I think it was right. I do. Seek is really good. And Nuclear Batteries here gives us some energy on turn 1, helps our Compile Driver also, gives us a different orb type to draw an extra card. Definitely happy about that. Additionally, it'll last longer because we have 6 orb slots by default. And of course, have to go to the Super Elite here. We are playing A20H. Shout out to the commenter who told me that they almost didn't watch my run because they thought it wasn't killing the heart because I didn't write the H in my title. Weirdly, neither Jorbs nor Baylor Lord does that, I think. And therefore I had no idea because I don't really watch other people myself. I'd never even heard of that before. But ever since then, I put A20H in my title, as apparently I'm supposed to. And considering Cool-Headed versus Skip, I definitely pretty strongly considered skipping. More interested in just drawing the card and not having to pay 1 to then draw the card and make a Frost Orb. We already have so much value, but I still take it. Now that I have this Plasma Orb every fight. Seems good. Seek. For a Glacier. Could have been a few different things. And because it's vulnerable from Bag of Prep, or a Bag of Marbles, I just rip the Barrage there. And Barrage comes back. So this Barrage is all the damage we need. Actually, I'm lying. But I do hologram that quite a lot. And we get a shop here, and now it looks like our Maw Bank is finally getting broken. We were getting 12 gold every floor until now. So there's another defrag plus here. I click it. Boy, is that good. But we are getting to the point where it's like, you know, mildly concerning. We're adding these, you know, cards that just scale us. We have so much already. You know, it's not necessarily the case that you see a defrag, you click a defrag. They are all upgraded though. That makes it a lot better. And I take Happy Flower. Some nice energy gain, consistent energy gain. I also considered Lantern for short, but the fights might go a bit long with this kind of deck, so I was happy to get it every 3 turns. And if you finagle it a bit, then Happy Flower can also be an energy on turn 1. And they're all buffing on turn 1, the 3 Jawworms. So 51 damage. Bit scary. Do have a buffer in play though. 2 buffer charges. And double chill is going to block for a cool billion. Calipers would be good here. And Barrage will kill one. I could recycle again. Could have just gone back Barrage again and it would have been lethal, but I'm really interested in playing this Echo form. For fun. And Hologram Plus is here. Another way to get our recycle back or our Barrage. Definitely consider clicking Skim, but I remember taking this Hologram. It's nice. So a rare situation where, you know, I'm like, I think Hologram's way better than Skim. Normally Skim is just the nuts. And Mind Bloom's here. Very fun. Take the rematch against the Hexaghost here. Poor Hexaghost. It lost to the Act 1 version of this deck. Imagine how rough this is going to be. Oh, we are getting hit for 6x6 here, since we have a lot more health, current health. The formula for how much damage Hexaghost does on turn 2 is 1x6 plus an additional 1 per 12 current health that you have. So we had 60 as the nearest threshold, therefore 5 more than 1, 6x6. Very strange that it works that way. The only fight that does that, I believe. Or Hexaghost. Oh my gosh. This is illegal. And I even get the Barrage back. Oh my goodness. It's already dead. Okay. And our rare is a Captain's Wheel. On turn 3 we gain 18 block. One of the boat relics. We're now 1/3 of a boat. And another Defrag Plus is here. And a Duplication Potion. My god, those rewards are crazy. Pretty good event. An upgrade is Seek. Now we can take 2 cards of our choice. Volcano Los Dos. Definitely playing buffer here. So many animations happening. Not sure what just happened. Eek. Probably wrong to take Echo Form in this fight, but I still do. And I do have Recycle, so I can put it in play comfortably. If I'm full blocking, then it was fine. I am indeed. And it wasn't particularly close. And Captain's Wheel goes off. Just kill the Exploders. And I should have clicked like Glacier here, but I'd take Barrage. There's no way I'm ever playing Barrage. Just, it doesn't matter what I click on anymore. Fight's over. Would like to put Happy Flower on 9. I might have been able to, just barely. Unclear how the lightning damage was lining up. Could have just passed, possibly. And Trash Awards there. Don't want to leap anymore. And take Swift Pot over Flex Pot. And we walk into Super Elite Nemesis here. And its strength. Not too bad. Full blocking there. And 49 is a lot. But we do finally go for the eyes. And buffers in my hand, 2 buffers. So definitely not taking this damage no matter what. And I play the charge battery for more energy next turn, even though it's not really blocking. Haven't played Echo Form yet. And this recycle hitting these 3-cost cards has been very, very insane. The Runic Pyramid is really cooking here. Runic Pyramid, low-key, the star of the run, for sure. And I wait on the defrag to play it next turn, double it. Defrag Glacier. Even if I couldn't full block there, had 4 buffer charges. My god. What a deck. Yet again, doubling defrag and then play heat sinks. Unfortunately. And down to 1 health, can just simply press E to win. But, of course, I'm a human being, had to rip that double defrag. And another Seek is offered. Gonna click on that. Find a gold-plated cables. Our rightmost orbital trigger additional time. Also didn't mention Nunchaku, which every 10th attack gains its energy. I'm going to be editing in the ones I missed from earlier. Definitely a few. Sometimes if I'm going too fast in the past, then can't quite talk about them sometimes without sounding like I'm very frantic. So I'll just post them on the screen. But I prefer to talk about them if possible because it also provides a little bit of insight rather than just what the relic does. So yeah, I get rid of Force Field before doing anything else so that it gets the most energy back. And then draw a lot with the heat sinks. So a very cool turn here. I even get rid of a buffer plus for more energy. Don't need it. I can get back a recycle. And I save the chill. If I have more focus later, then the chill will block for more. And when it has 5 enemies, it blocks more anyway. Recycle, or Seek is back. So look at this Seek go. A point for Seek, for sure. So I'll be getting it twice, 2 different cards. Echo Form, of course. Take Turbo, considering that I'm probably going to be drawing a lot of cards with our powers here. Very good Sunder there. Could play Creative AI here just to draw 2. Still not good enough. I do play it after all. And I mean, boy, like if Repto can't even kill us, then this deck's looking good. It's kind of like a litmus test for Act 4 Elite. Like, are we fast enough to not take 100 on turn 2 here? And then if yes, then we're probably fine against Act 4 Elite as well. And Runic Pyramid makes the whole drawing 2 burns on turn 2 thing not as bad as well. Helps quite a lot. Yet again, playing the charge battery to gain energy next turn, but next turn, very, very funny. And how many of you would have snap picked this capacitor plus? We already have 10 orb slots because we have the capacitor relic and Echo Form plus capacitor unupgraded is 10. So it's actually bad. Or it's, you know, not bad, but not nearly as good as it looks, unnecessary, and perhaps a bit too slow. So I take a reinforced body. We may be able to recycle into a lot of energy to block for a lot. Also go with Echo Form because it copies the full amount. And just in case we happen to have a bad turn where we whiff on all of our good cards, if we hit, you know, capacitor on that turn, wouldn't really do anything, but reinforced body for a lot would be a nice sort of consolation prize. At least buying us 1 turn. I fully stand by the decision to skip that capacitor plus. And this giant head is in peril. My god. Just emptying my hand, getting a recycle back for next turn. We don't have any focus yet. It's actually a little bit sus. There's a defrag there. And we do have reinforced body and force field in our hand. So yeah, score 1 for reinforced body here. We have 10 orb slots and there'd just be a capacitor plus sitting there for no reason. Take the defrags. I play them even without the double. It's enough. Surely. And we might just have lethal here with Barrage and the slow debuff. We've played 15 cards this turn now. A hologram for another compile driver, play it. Cool-headed. And I draw the Barrage again. Goodbye, Giant Head. Wow, that was brutal. Poor Giant Head. And is it finally time for a skim? I think we might have gotten there. Very good. Turbo is also good. So this enemy can be a bit spooky. Have to think about this fight a bit differently. Just balance the scaling with the fastness here so we don't die. They do a lot of damage very quickly. Had a pretty good turn one there. Very happy about that. Maybe capacitor defrag. No, compile driver looks pretty good. Nice. I wanted the plasma orb in the front to go off an extra time with my gold-plated cables, I believe. And getting a lot of block here from Captain's Wheel is nice. And Sunder with Echo Form will kill the one on the left. So now this fight's basically over. And I finally ripped the Storm. Just a bit too slow earlier, for not enough payoff, it seems. And getting this Plasma Orb to stick around this long is very, very cool. Or creative AI. I haven't noticed any, like, huge misplays or anything, which is good. Like, you know, I'm definitely not playing cards in the correct order all the time or whatever, but nothing where I'm like, why would I ever do that? Oh my god, and Calipers is our rare relic. So now we will only lose 15 of our block instead of all of our block when our turn starts. And making this much focus and this many Frost Orbs means we're going to be making a lot of block. And so, boy, is that completely insane. Guess a number right now. I do check the stats at the end. How much block does this Calipers retain for me? I will give you a hint. It is in the thousands. Comment below your guess. And the Maw is here. A nice, big, dumb enemy for us to scale against. Just play the charge battery yet again for 1 more energy next turn. It's amazing how useful that ends up being. And I play a card to get a card out of my hand so I can seek for 2 cards. Echo Form Glacier. I'm now putting the Calipers to the test. My vision has changed. I am now interested in gaining as much block as possible. And we've accidentally killed it while setting up. Whoops. Pretty good deck. I don't think we've taken a single point of damage this act also. That's pretty wild. And now we have Duplication Potion and Focus Potion to save for the heart. Pretty good. Donodeki hitting for 24 on turn 1 is actually going to deal some damage to us here, it looks like. Sadly. Play Capacitor. Nope, Defend is better. I don't know why I just did that. Oh, right. I have Orichalcum. Ah. Hassney was actually locked in here. I had just lost like 4 runs in a row before this. And then I was like, okay, let me start like really paying attention. And look what happened. I also high rolled, of course, but I high rolled in the other run too, and I still lost. It's not enough to high roll, you still have to play well. Unless it's something really obscene, like, you know, Dead Branch Corruption or something. You have to try very hard to lose that kind of run. But Defect without a self-repair in it is like always a bit sus. Even if your deck is strong, if you just don't have a good enough turn 1, you can just die anyway. And I discard the, or exhaust the Reinforced Body, gaining 3 energy because we had 3 energy, and you always gain X energy when you exhaust the card. So X is your current amount of energy. So a very cool combo with something like, you know, Meteor Strike plus multicast to make 1 billion energy, and then you can recycle an X cost card to basically double your energy from there. But yes, at this point the run is completely over, I think. We could die to Wokebird though, stay tuned. And Act 4 Elite is still nothing to sneeze at either, I suppose. Double a Glacier or Buffer, yeah. So, 240 block, 6 buffer stacks. Holy moly. One of the stronger runs I've had, for sure. But I recently had another really strong Defect run, so maybe I'm just getting better at building the decks also. It turns out you'll never have a deck like this if you die in Act 1, like I often do. Or like just walk into Slavers and die also. Game is hard. And I'm basically just drawing 1 billion cards to find Barrage faster, to end the fight faster. Nothing I do matters at all at this point, so every decision I'm making is just draw a card equals find Barrage equals win. Barrage keeps getting bottom decked. There it is. I can recycle a Glacier to then hologram Barrage. Can't find it. And I would like to put Happy Flower on 2. I don't know if I like appreciate that here. Looks like I didn't have a choice. So hopefully I can get out this turn. I just make more block. Nope. There we go. So pretty good ending here. Nunchaku on 9 and Happy Flower on 2. That's perfect. And then, of course, we really were scared of Wokebird, like, a little bit. We'll get to the point where we can outblock it, but there's a chance we die on, like, turn 3 if it multi-hits us. So we'll see how I do this. Take an Echo Form and recycle. So I'm checking here. Heat Sinks, probably, maybe. Or Defrag, maybe. Or Glacier, if I don't have that. Just to block for as much as I can. Oh, Glacier's in my hand already. So something for next turn. Probably still Heat Sinks, and then I play Echo Form, Glacier, and pass. Echo Form, Glacier, chill, pass. And then just kind of pop off next turn, probably. I'm not going to play a Storm here. I'd like to keep my Frost Orbs. And Storm gives it strength for no reason. And that also perfectly puts the Plasma Orb in the front, so we'll gain 5 energy next turn. Or go up to 5, rather. Gain 2 energy. And not a great draw, other than the Glacier. But we get to double the Heat Sinks. And we did draw Defrag Plus, So considering, do I save that to double it, or do I have to play it right now? A little bit too pressing. If I am going to play it, I definitely want to play it before playing Glacier. And also considering, can I barrage one of them to kill it? Does 36 right now, but it was free because I had Nunchaku, so might as well play it. I'm still saving the defrag, it seems. Interested in doubling up. And now we're getting hit for probably 72 by just the Woke Bird here if we double a power. So I double buffer, get 4 buffer charges, that seems really good. And I can also weaken down to 52 damage. And we definitely want to kill these cultists soon. Want to draw our Sunder, that's really good. And our Mercury Hourglass is ticking as well. Doing a bit of damage for us. So getting there without playing all these copies of Defrag is very nice. And considering saving the capacitor as well, could play 1 Defrag probably. I play Storm. I'm interested in getting some lightning orbs now going to kill these cultists. And that one finally died. Gained 1 energy from Gremlin Horn. Double a capacitor. There's another buffer. I can hologram a whatever it's called, barrage, to kill the cultist, and then I still have a buffer charge and a lot of block. That's pretty good. And there's recycle. Get rid of creative AI, which is really bad in this fight. And another Glacier for some insurance. Like 1 defrag, sure. Just playing both. Nope. Considering I might want to double the turbo next turn, possibly. Sure. Cast a Frost Orb, and hopefully at this point we can start looking into gaining infinite block. Outblock God himself. And recycling 2 cards is really, really nice. Get some trash out of our hand so that we can start just repeatedly playing Barrage over and over and over, and Glacier over and over and over. There's a Glacier, gonna deal a cool 120 yet again. And Lightning Orbs will kill it, so I can just play a Charge Battery for next turn. Gremlin Horn actually procs there. I'm not sure I knew that till right now. I definitely had a Gremlin Horn and Killed Awakened one in the past, so a bit strange that I didn't know that. That still in there. Can hologram, recycle again, or that, and now we get to do it 2 more times. Wow. Chose not to. And we're kind of immortal. And having the zap around still is nice because it lets Compel Driver draw 2 as well. Having 1 Lightning Orb is fine. And I should have actually waited here and put Happy Flower on 2 and perhaps even Nunchaku at 9 if that was possible. The Act 2 Elite is very scary, or Act 4 Elite is very scary. Considering upgrading a Seek. I do. Seek real good. Not a lot here. Our potions are already really good. So just card remove, defend. Defend extra bad when you have Orc Outcome. but still the worst card regardless. And we found Seek on turn 1, so we win. You can Seek for the other Seek as well. That's really, really good when you have Seek Plus. 2 copies of Seek Plus. Grab a Heat Sinks and a Turbo and start popping off. No Mummified Hand or Birdface turn. Like, those are the 2 relics where I consider, like, if you find them as defect, you kind of just win. And despite not finding those, we are still this strong. Considered ripping Reinforced Body for a cool 84 block, but realized not necessary. And I actually thought I played Echo Farm last turn, but now I realized that I didn't. Whoopsie. I'm like, I seeked for this. Why is it not in play? It's fine. A bit silly there, but we're too strong for it to matter. Spire Spear is going to die here. Double barrage. My god, this barrage was good. The best barrage I've ever had. Just something about the way this all worked out. And Happy Flower on 0. But now that I've done that, there's no way I can't kill it here because Lightning Orbs are doing like 100 damage. So just pass. Found a Strike Dummy, completely worthless. And bad rewards as well. Stack was okay, but it's not really what we're doing here. Break the Focus Pot. Could consider playing Chill, but doesn't really do anything. It just takes 1 damage at this point. And getting hit for 67 damage. Ouch. Definitely gonna play Compile Driver here. Not great turn here. So I do get the Go for the Eyes. Go for the Eyes, huge, blocking for 17 damage for 0. Don't sleep on the weak. And I say Barrage just because it isn't particularly good yet. Would make me take 2 more damage. The Beat of Death. And now we can just block this, surely. Captain's Wheel as well, getting in there. And I'm looking to save Capacitor for Echo Form, of course. Haven't found either copy of Seek Plus yet, which is a bit sad. Maybe I rip 1 defrag here. Probably not both, though. And Barrage just to get out of my hand. I'm now full blocking, so it's fine. And so now I think we're fine. Calipers will start cooking now, because we have enough block to gain a lot. And we're going to have all our powers in place soon. Seek for something and a recycle, yep, for sure. Get rid of the Sunder here. Cycle for recycle, or hologram for recycle, probably. Or maybe a glacier. Then we seek again. Pass. Interested in keeping the Plasma Orb here. Now I have a lot of block from Calipers. I can then just Capacitor for free, basically. Make a bunch of block. And now we're free to be pretty greedy here. I even get rid of Storm, don't need that damage. I have Barrage. All the damage we need. And just looking to double each of our powers each turn. Eventually we'll have so much focus. Finally getting rid of the Plasma Orb, it served us well. And here we go. Was calipers necessary? I don't know. But boy was it insane. Considering playing creative AI for the fans, it's not necessary at all. I think I do play it for fun. How many times have I played this creative AI this run? Like twice? I played it against Hexaghost. I don't think I played it against Champ. Should have played Zap. Yep, I realized it immediately. Drew one less card from Compile Driver. And now I can't play Creative AI, or I can't double Creative AI. I can play it, but I want to double it. So I'm waiting just to be able to double it with Echo Form. And obviously I would have liked to double the Echo Form with my Duplicate, but I felt the matter I was in earlier was pressing enough to just use it on the defrag. And I played the card. Got a loop and a Hello World. Hello World sucks. Getting rid of that. And I'm just exhausting cards out of my hand so that I can make sure that I have room for the Creative AI powers. Not only are we beating the heart, we are disrespecting the heart. And we're doing it with 999 block. Absolutely brutal. Get another creative AI to double. Very fun. Glacier play both loops. Yeah. And should play just go for the eyes. Nope. Oh yeah, the burn goes away, it's fine. But I'm getting 4 powers. It's too many powers. And this is like, you know, what is Creative AI doing here? It looks good. Play Storm, double the Storm, then I could play a million copies of Bias Cog, make a bunch of Lightning Orbs. Pretty stylish finish there. So hour and 2 minutes, not too long there. Very, very solid run of the Defect here. And 9,867 block retained. That is a number. Wow. Overall, pretty good run. The Frozen Egg and the Pyramid and the Capacitor Relic, of course, all superstars here. And it ended up being a very cool, very strong run. And if you've made it this far, how are you not subbed? How have you not liked the video? What are you doing? Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And as always, have a beautiful day.